Let's talk about construction contracts. I get it, nobody likes paperwork, and I'm sure you'd rather be building your project, not looking at your construction contracts. It's much easier just to use the contract from your last job or sign the one put in front of you from the other side, but it's very easy to overlook key details that may make a major difference on the success of your project. Here's one example: price and payment. It seems very straightforward, right? Unfortunately, once the parties negotiate the overall price for a project, they often overlooked contract terms regarding price and payment. And this can create future problems if the contract doesn't address certain scenarios, or if the contract is overly one-sided on this topic for one side or the other. And here's one example. We all know there's a lot of volatility in the pricing of materials and supplies. These days, it's not uncommon for the price of a key material to triple or quadruple from when the contract was signed to the time of actual construction. When that happens, a contractor or an owner who hasn't paid close attention to their contract may find that they're the one stuck with this price increase. This could immediately eliminate any profit on the job. To address this issue, parties are increasingly adding what's called a price escalation clause into their contracts. The parties may attempt to pre-negotiate the process for addressing the contract price if there's a significant fluctuation in the price of materials. As you can imagine, these clauses are heavily negotiated and they require careful review. Once you've agreed to a price escalation clause in your contract, it's often too late to renegotiate those terms if it becomes unfavorable after a major market fluctuation. Another overlooked payment issue is the treatment of retention. For certain projects in Oregon, there is new legislation that requires retainage to be deposited into an interest-bearing escrow account, and it has to be there until the retainage is released to the contractor. This is a logistical nightmare, and it can also cause unanticipated problems with the terms and conditions of construction loans or with certain subcontracts. If your project will be subject to this new rule, you should make sure your contracts are updated to address the new retainage laws. These are just a few examples of potential issues in your contracts regarding price and payment. Getting paid is obviously very important. Don't skip the essential step of carefully examining these contract provisions. If you're unfamiliar with these issues and you need help with your contracts, you should consult with an experienced construction law attorney. The attorneys at Saalfeld Griggs law firm have considerable experience drafting and reviewing and negotiating construction contracts. We've worked with owners, contractors, subcontractors, suppliers, design professionals, you get the idea, and we've answered their questions and we're ready to help with your project as well. Building your project or not looking at, could we start from the beginning?
That's okay.
I did it out of order. If a contractor, I read that wrong, sorry.
Okay.
If you need any help negotiating, reviewing, or drafting contract, too much.
Yeah.